The average attention span is 8 seconds. It used to be 12 seconds several years back. I think attention spans are going to keep going down. And as folks in communications and marketing, right, it's our challenge to overcome the short attention span.
Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Metamer, where we will be sitting down with leaders and professionals in the industry. Today we're sitting down with 𝘁𝗿𝗄 to talk about creating effective content.
So Harry, what is OUTKREATE?
We are a design agency that specializes in presentation design. Just like you, we are based out of Washington, D.C. as well. Our goal is to work with Fortune 500 leaders to really help them communicate effectively. We help them with how to improve their storytelling and how to visually enhance their presentations.
So speaking of storytelling, how do organizations benefit from the use of storytelling? And maybe you can give us a couple examples.
People are realizing, right, that if you want to communicate your message effectively, if you want to be really heard, you want to present it in the form of a story that people understand. And when we say storytelling, it doesn't really mean like it's a fable or a parable, right? It has to have a hero and a villain, but it's really using the right structure so that you're framing your message well, you're framing your problem well, you're making a recommendation more clearly, you're giving the next steps more clearly.
What's the use case for a story at the organizational level?
You mostly hear about them, you mostly hear about, we are awesome, we do this, we are best at this. Versus if you were to really put it in a storytelling sense, you would put the client, right, as the hero of the story, and it should be all about the hero versus you.
How do you reach out to the audience that wants to hear your message and make sure that you're connecting with them authentically?
Couple things I've noticed is I would like to break down communication to two things. One thing should be content, right? So you focus on the content. We spoke a little bit about storytelling. How can you make your content more effective, more memorable, right? So that's one piece of it. The other piece I feel is often forgotten is people create good content, but they don't think about how to distribute it, right? How to share the content. And I think both are really, really important in order to sort of attack this problem of, short attention span.
When does it make sense to use a presentation, and when does it make sense to use a video?
So I think the video is the way to draw people in, get people really excited, get people riled up in some cases, right? And guys, we have a fantastic plan for next year. Here's a video. And your videos do that magic, right? Get them really excited. So I would say video plays a role in terms of summarizing everything, making things exciting, covering things at a high level, but really drawing people in. And then presentations are to walk people through the exact details and the tactics on how to do things.
Where do you see communications in general or specifically in the future?
Organizations go in the direction of the consumers, right? Where the consumer goes, everybody else has to follow there. While being an employee, you're also a consumer, right? So the same tactics, the same methods should apply. So I would say that informal video communication, I think, could become a pretty big thing where people are realizing it's so much more efficient to communicate through video,
So how do people get a hold of you? How can people reach out once they see how smart you are from this interview and how handsome, because we shot it and edited so well.
It's OUTKREATE.com. It's OUT with KREATE.com. Yeah, you can get a hold of me there, but you can easily find me on LinkedIn as 𝘁𝗿𝗄.
Thank you so much for joining us for this very first episode of Metamer. It was a pleasure making it, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see us again next month, please subscribe. And if you want to reach out, check the link below. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.